Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Abhinav, and recently in many social media platforms, you must have been seeing thousands and thousands of doctors protesting. Now, what are they protesting against? I know not many media are covering this issue, so I thought that I could make a video on this and gain some support from the general public. Now, the protest from the doctor, if you think that this doesn't concern you, then you're wrong. Your safety is also included in this because of the upcoming pandemic. So you should also be knowing about the issue and you should also be supporting them. So let's start. So the problem here, before starting this, I'll just give a small introduction of what the issue is about. So as we all know, the NEET PG exam, it is held every year once. Usually the undergraduate students who have completed their MBBS give this exam in order to proceed for their post-graduation career. So you must have been heard about the NEET UG exam. So after your school, you will give your NEET UG exam and get selected in a medical college, do your MBBS. Then after doing your MBBS, you will write the NEET PG exam and then get a PG seat in any medical college. So this exam was scheduled initially on January 2021. But due to the second wave, this exam was conducted on September 2021. So there is a big delay in this exam. And the main problem here about the counseling quota changes. The notification was released by the government on July 2021. So that was before the exam. So I'll tell you about what was the counseling quota changes and why is there an issue with this. So we'll see about how the counseling was happening before the notification in July and what has changed after the notification and why are doctors against it. So if you see here, the counseling before, how it happens is that generally if you take a medical college, 50% of the quota is for all India seats and 50% quota is for the state students who are residing in that state of college. So in the all India quota, if you see here, the SC category, they have 15% reservations. The SC, ST, they have 7.5 and the PWD disability 3% seats. So this reservation is only for the all India quota, that is 50% of the NEET PG seats in a medical college. So these category candidates will get this reservation in state as well as central medical institutes. So if you take a medical college, the medical college, most of the medical colleges are state medical institute and few are central medical institute. So these reservations is usually for both state and central medical institutes that come under the 50% all India quota. And even before, there was a reservation for OBC non-creamy layer, that is 27% and EWS 10%, but these reservations were only for central medical institutes that come under 50% all India quota. This central medical institutes like, for example, Safdarjung University, Aligarh University, Delhi, those kind of things. So I will give you an example for your better understanding. So if you take a medical college, for example, Madras Medical College at Chennai, Tamil Nadu, in that college, 50% of the seats are for all India quota. That means people from other states who want to do their PG at Madras Medical University can come through this all India quota. But people who are already in Tamil Nadu, they can approach that college with this state quota itself. Now, for example, a student from Delhi wants to do in the Madras Medical College, then he will have to come through this 50% all India quota. And if you see for the Madras Medical College, in this 50% all India quota, the reservation is for SC, ST, and PWD because it is coming under State Medical Institute and it is not a central medical institute. So the OBC and EWS category won't get any reservations for that college. But if you take Safdarjung College, for example, which is a central medical institute. In that, 50% in all India quota, SC, ST, and PWD will have their reservations, as well as OBC and EWS will have their reservations because it is a central medical institute. So this is how the process was or was before the July release of the new guidelines. So after they released, what has changed is that if you see now, if you take a medical college, 50% in the 50 percentage all India quota, the SC, ST, PWD were included previously for both state and central medical institute. But now what have they done is they've included the OBC as well as EWS in the state and central medical institutes also. So as I said before, for example, in Madras Medical College, so previously the reservations were only for SC, ST, and PWD. But now, after this release of the new guidelines, even OBC and EWS candidates can also have reservations in the Madras Medical College because it is a state medical institute. So previously, OBC and EWS were having reservations only for central medical institutes, but now they can have reservations even for the state medical institutes that is coming under this 50% all India quota. Now, if you see here, almost 65 percentage seats are reserved. So what do the general category or the unreserved category will have? So if you see the unreserved category, people forward class and OBC candidates who do not come under the non-creamy layer, all those people are included in this unreserved category, as well as SC, ST, PWD, and EWS. If these candidates cannot get seat in this SC, for example, SC candidate, if he cannot get a seat in this 50%, 15%, then he also has an option to approach the unreserved quota also. For example, in this exam, if you say SC students, SC candidates have done really well, and uh, for example, 30% of SC candidates have done really well. 15% will go into this reserve quota, and the rest of 15% will again compete in the unreserved category. So the unreserved category is for the general people, and as well as the OBC creamy layer people, as well as all the candidates whoever can apply in the unreserved category. This non-creamy layer, what does it mean is that, so people who have annual income of less than 8 lakhs will be coming under this non-creamy layer. So those people will only have these reservations. If their annual income is above 8 lakhs, then they cannot have this 27 percentage reservations. So now, because of these many reservations, the general category students are their seats have been really the chances of getting a seat has been really reduced, because if you see here, uh, some of the candidates can get a rank of 15,000 and 20,000 and get a seat easily, but a general category student getting a rank of 4,000 or 3,000 and he will struggle to get a seat. So this is quite being unfair. So let's see about the issues that is going on. So this is the main basis of the problem, and with this problem, many other problems have been grown up. So if you see here, the issues that is currently going on at the level of Supreme Court is that because of this counseling, because of this reservations, doctors have filed a case at Supreme Court because the OBC and EWS opposing the OBC and EWS reservations. So, and they are also asking if are these reservations needed even at the PG level, because if you see in the NEET UG there are reservations, because the reservations is based on the social grounds, but after being an MBBS graduate, all are considered to be equal, and so at the level of PG, so is there reservations needed actually? That is what the question is. And this non-creamy layer limit also. So many of them would have been many of them would have previously got the certificate as earning less than 8 lakhs per annum, and later on would have been earning more than that. So this is quite unfair. So people who are socially and economically stable, who do not need reservations actually, will also get into this reservation because of the non-creamy layer limit, which certificates they got before. So these issues also need to be addressed. So what will happen for the unreserved candidates? The unreserved general candidates, now it is very difficult for them to get placed in a good university because of um, the reservations that have been increased on the other side for the OBC and EWS. So now it's quite difficult for the unreserved candidates to get a seat. Now, regarding this case, the Supreme Court will have a hearing on 6 January 2022, and people are protesting. Doctors are protesting to speeden up the process of this case and also to speeden up the process of counseling, and so that many of the doctors will get into the PG course and start their work, because we have many problems to face at the level of students who have given their NEET PG exams. You see, the problem they face is unfair in opportunities provided, because uh, due to reservations, the difference in rank, and people who have got less rank, like 5,000, 6,000, may not get a seat compared to people who have got ranks of 50,000 and 60,000 and getting a seat. So that is quite unfair. So if you see now, because of the delay in counseling, more than 50,000 doctors are waiting about this case, and few are not employed because they are waiting about for this case. So if you see at a social level, this is not good for a city or a country, because the workforce, the young workforce is waiting without working is quite a bad thing. And the students will also face mental stress because of the delay in this process. And if you see here, the usually in medical school, people usually study for very long years. So 5.5 years of UG, then 3 years of PG, then 3 years of super specialty. It's quite a long career. But in between this career, if you make them to wait for a year or two, then this is going to just drag their career process, and this will cause a mental stress, because mental stress is not a light thing to take. We have been seeing many cases of mental stress, and it's quite difficult to treat also. So these are basically the problems faced by the students. And if you see the PG residents who are already working, since the first year residents have not joined because they are waiting for this counseling process, there is only the second year and third year residents working. So imagine there's only two-thirds of the workforce is working currently, and they will have to do extra hours of work. So imagine working for 36 hours, imagine working for 48 hours. It's not a joke. Because of the patient load, they will also have to work for a long time, and it's quite bad for their health also. Plus, this is also affecting the doctor-patient ratio, which is supposed to be 1:1,000, and now it's 1:9,000 or 10,000. For the public, the very very important thing I wanted to say is, this problem, for now you think it doesn't concern you, but with the upcoming Omicron pandemic, you will need more and more of workforces with you in order to tackle the upcoming pandemic. If you see here, if the 50,000 doctors get get a PG seat and they start working as a residents, then this is going to help a lot for our country, because there will be more and more of trained doctors, well trained doctors, who will be standing with you and will be facing the pandemic. So the workforce needs to be more in order to face the upcoming pandemic. So this is all about the problems that the doctors are currently facing, and the reason for the protest going on. So what can you do? All you can do is support us, spread the word, and you have been calling us as COVID warriors, because we risked our lives in order to save yours. Now, what we are asking is not to risk your life, just to raise your voice in order to support us. So before we end this video, I just wanted to ask, do you think uh, even now at the NEET PG level, do we still need reservations? So what do you think? Let me know about it. Please do drop it down in the comment section. We'll discuss about it. So that's all I wanted to say. So please do as much as you can. Thank you.